Hey nurses, today we are going to discuss about the topic ventilator alarms. What indicates when ventilator alarm beeps and how we are going to manage these alarms. Two alarms, which is high pressure and low pressure. So let's see what happens in high pressure alarm. When high pressure alarm beeps, just remember obstructions. Due to some obstruction, the ventilator is working too hard to get air into the lungs and there is increased resistance is happening over there. So let's see what all are the obstructions over here. Let's check whether the tube has kinked or not. Kinked means the tubing has been curled up or twisted. If the tubing has kinked, what nurse must do? Unkink the tubings. Second is condensation in tubing. If water has entered into dependent loops, we must empty it. Third is mucus or secretion in airway or tubings. What we are supposed to do? We will turn the client and allow to cough and deep breathe and suction if necessary. Now let's check what happens in low pressure alarm and when does it beeps. Due to disconnections or leak, ventilator find that it is working too easy to get air into the lungs. So there is decreased resistance is happening. Check whether the main tubing is disconnected or not. If it is disconnected, try to reconnect it. Second is check oxygen sensor tubing is disconnected or not. Oxygen sensor tubing which senses FiO2 is a black coated wire. If it is disconnected, reconnect it. Till now we have discussed the very basic of ventilator alarms, what are the types and what mainly happen in high pressure alarm and low pressure alarm. Remember, high pressure alarm is due to obstructions and low pressure alarm is due to disconnection or leaks. So let's see what happens in ventilator circuit. High pressure alarm beeps when ventilator tubing has kinked or water in circuit tubings. Low pressure alarm beeps when tubing has disconnected or leaks. Endotracheal or tracheostomy tube. High pressure alarm beeps because ET tube has kinked or obstruction or secretion in the tube or the client is biting the endotracheal tube. Low pressure alarm beeps when ET tube or tracheostomy tube cuff is leaking. Let's see what are the causes of high pressure limit alarms in clients. Increased airway resistance due to bronchospasm or increased secretions, decreased lung compliance like pneumothorax, pulmonary edema, atelectasis, acute RDS, ventilator dysynchrony like anxiety, pain, coughing. What happens when low pressure alarms in clients like loss of airway, total or partial extubation or decannulation. Now let's do a question. The physician has ordered to disconnect the ventilator in AM at 8 or at 6 hours. ABG reveals client has respiratory acidosis. What would nurse do? A. Begin to decrease settings. B. Follow the order. C. Call MD and hold the order. D. Call RT. In this question, ABG reveals that the client is having respiratory acidosis and physician has ordered to disconnect the ventilator. So what would nurse do? As we know, respiratory acidosis is underventilating and respiratory alkalosis is overventilating. Answer is D. Call RT. Okay, before that, option A is begin to decrease settings. We cannot decrease settings because settings are already too low to the patient. B. Follow the order. We cannot follow the order because ABG reveal client has respiratory acidosis and client is underventilating. And C is call MD and hold the order. Remember, nurse is not doing anything over here. So before anything assessment, we cannot call MD. So option D is the right answer, call RT. Remember, don't call doctor as first option. Nurses are supposed to assess, collect the details and call doctor. When an alarm sounds, quickly assess the patient vital signs, heart rate, respiratory rate, breath sounds and SpO2. Monitor oxygenation, call RT for help if necessary. After correction of the problem, unexpected outcomes, ensure that alarms are set properly and patient is stable.